Hey everybody, Don Dabney. I'm the owner of Left Coast Classics, and this is just a really cool, nicely restored 1948 Studebaker M5 half-ton pickup truck. And in this video, I'm going to take you for a ride in it. I'm going to take you around it. We're even going to walk under it. So stick around. The truck just drives nice. We got working wipers up here. I don't know if you can see that. One switch per side. We got horn works, blinkers work. All the gauges are working. We got some cool gauges over here in the glove box. There's photos of that. Here, check that out. The only thing not working in here, it looks like, is the radio. But in the morning, 3 pumps, turn the key, push the button, and fires right up. The choke works, choke shuts off. Everything just drives, runs, starts, functions fantastic. So the old 3-speed. No synchro in first, obviously. Shifts fine. Clutch feels good. Brakes nicely. It's cool. It feels like it's doing everything it's supposed to do. I'll say it's got some old bias-ply tires on it, which of course is going to make it a little bit skittery. Is that a word, skittery? So I'm sure some radials would be a game changer. But hey, it's like a beautiful truck, and it's just immaculate in here. I gotta say, this interior is super comfortable. Like, I think they almost really overkilled the interior with all this beautiful leather and stitching. It's nice quality leather. It's just very, very comfortable in here. And I get the sense it's probably really well insulated as well. All right, so there it is. It's just a really neat, old, beautifully restored Studebaker truck. We're gonna head down kind of a bumpy road here now, but definitely worth your consideration. If you want to see a lot more information on it, a lot more photos, you can find them over at my website, which is leftcoastclassics.com. That's leftcoastclassics.com right here. Best way to get a hold of me. Oh, by the way, so when you get over there, there's a secondary set of photos and tons and tons and tons of photos. So check all those out. I actually have all the photos in high resolution in a Dropbox folder, and I'm super happy to send you a link to that. Those are big. They're like probably 5,000 by 3,000-ish. So you can really zoom in on a speck of dust on those and see it up close. Oh, 3 episodes of my favorite car show in the world, Wheeler Dealers. We did this old episode with 57 Ford Thunderbird like a dozen years ago. Then we did a cool Lancia Fulvia in 72, I think it was, right here, this one. Then our last episode before they moved the show back to Europe was this one-owner Triumph TR4. So those are really fun episodes. If you haven't seen them, go check those out. And best way to get a hold of me is on my cell phone directly right here on this number. You can call or text me right there. This is the way to get me, right there. All right, thanks for checking this out. There's so much more ahead, so watch the rest of the video. If you could, like and subscribe. We're, I think, approaching 10 million views on my channel, and we'd love to get more people subscribed. That's kind of fun. And give me a call anytime if you have any questions, and much more straight up ahead. All right, this is my first time under the Studebaker truck. Let's check it out together. It's clearly an older restoration, but obviously a frame off. All the frame was refinished. The body was repainted off the frame, it looks like, and put back on it. It looks like everything at the time was redone, but it's dirty, you know. It's been in storage. It's got cobwebs. It's a bit damp here. I wouldn't call it a leaker per se, but it's definitely damp. I don't think that was terribly uncommon on an old Studebaker. I'll let you tell me. It has a electronic fuel pump in there, so it gets gas right to the front. It actually starts very easily when you go to start it after a few days. So a couple pumps, it starts up. The choke activates, it automatically turns off. And so that's nice. It's got a polished drive shaft. It's dirty. Looks like they put new exhaust on it at the time and some new shocks. And it's got the spare tire on it. I mean, overall, I think it looks good. I think somebody could get under here and, you know, spend a day really detailing it and cleaning it up. All in all, though, really nice. You can tell it was a great restoration. And that's just got a few years under its belt. All right, so I always like to go around the lower parts of the truck with a nice super light magnet. It's got a little film on the back so it won't scratch it or anything. This is really more for my friends in the Midwest and the East Coast, just to take a look. I haven't done this yet, so let's see what we find. I mean, it looks great, but we'll find out. The magnet doesn't lie. So you can already see all of this from under the car, but this is more important. This really looks like it was beautifully restored when it was done, so I don't suspect much, if any, but it's magnets grabbing it, no problem. Always the vulnerable area, right? The cab corners. It's definitely grabbing it, no problems. And I don't know if these are like factory bends or welds. Perhaps a Studebaker guy could comment on that below. The bed, I think we can see all of it from below, but we're here, so let's do it. Yeah, it's just totally grabbing it. Around to the rear. Up here on the driver's side. This is great. Just grabbing it everywhere. So really nice, impressive. Now let's, there's actually some cool things. Let's go around close up. I want to show you the bumpers and everything. It's just so nice under here. Look how nicely all that's done up there. You know, I always feel like the lower part of the car is such the tell for the upper part. You know, I'm going to do the magnet here, so it just tells you a lot about how it's done when the bottom end of the car is done nicely. So that's just really great. I just kind of liked how all this stuff is redone under there and shows nicely in the carrier. It looks like it's powder coated, possibly the thing that holds it up. Just nice little details. You know, the tires are certainly aged. You can see the weathering in that. But like, look, the rims are all nicely done, and the trim rings and the hubcaps look great. And the boards, the floorboards there, what do you call them? Anyway, let's go look at the front, because usually that's also a good place to check. Look how nice all that is. You see, most of these cars, the corners get cut at the lower portion of the car, so it's nice when they weren't. You know, you can tell if the bottom looks that good, the top definitely is going to look great. Anyway, there you go.